And we're back. Welcome back to the vlog. All right, posters just came in. They're so sick. I ordered these, man, weeks ago and got them sent to Perth thinking they'd be arriving in time for the shows, but they didn't. So they just got here yesterday. So I managed to sell a couple, get them in the hands of the people. But man, they came out so cool, dude. These are my actual x-rays. The designer 24, he's a guy from UK. He's phenomenal. I want to do merch with him and try and figure out how to incorporate all of this sick like energy and vibe. I knew that I wanted the X-rays incorporated in there. I love the idea of skulls and screws and bolts and stuff like that because I think it tells a big story about my journey and what I've been through and what I've overcome. And it just looks so cool. And I've always loved skulls. I wear skull rings. I love silver. I just think it's so cool, and seeing them printed in person, it looks even better than it does online. So I'm stoked to be selling these and just getting them in the hands of the people, man. It's always a cool feeling when I have them, when I get pictures sent of like people putting them on their wall, and it's just awesome. So it came out sick. I'm really, really, really happy. And when I sign them with the silver pen, it's awesome. Anyway, more importantly, we're going to the gym because I was planning on swimming. I've got a show tonight. It's about 1 p.m. It's Thursday as of recording. It's actually 1:30. I'm wearing a watch this time as well. I wanted to swim, but the entire banking system for my bank is down. The app doesn't work. The browser doesn't work, and I can't get cash out. So I can't even like go and pay to use the pool. And apparently it's been down since like 7 p.m. last night. So it's really bad. And I only have a tiny little bit of cash on me from the poster sales, actually, thank God. If they came in, I honestly would not have been able to buy food. So I just don't want to risk going all the way there and trying to use my card and it doesn't work, and I don't want to use the cash because I'm probably going to need it for lunch and dinner tonight. So in lieu of the pool, we're going to check out the hotel gym. I had a little scope of it before. It doesn't have much, but it has enough. It's got dumbbells, it's got a bench. So I'm thinking there's no real way to do legs in there. Not that I would want to anyway, because I've been doing, for real, about 10 to 15,000 steps every single day since I got to Perth. And I think maybe like a little bit of that is doing the show itself, because I pace a bit, and the show's actually been running longer, which I like. The show started off as about an hour, but it's just kind of evolved to be about an hour and a half with crowd work as the bits get better, as they get more refined. So I'm actually really happy with that. So we're going to go to the gym now, and we're just going to, I don't know, do a makeshift arms and shoulder workout, I think is what we're going to try and get done today. We'll see what we do. Let's head in. I've just had my electrolytes. I've had some water. I've had breakfast. Dude, it was so nerve-wracking at the sushi place. You know, I go there to buy food, I pay with card, and I've got no idea how much money is in my account, or if the account will even work, even if there was $1 million in there, you know? And I do it, and I'm just sitting there stressing, sweating. Luckily, it worked. So we're fueled up, we're ready to go. Let's check out this gym. In the nightclub elevator, dude, this elevator is so trippy. I've got the big gym influencer stick as well. How embarrassing. Hello. This elevator's very trippy. I hope I'm not giving anyone a headache right now. It's not a bad gym, right? If you have a look, I just started. There was a bloke in here, so I didn't want to film. But we've got dumbbells. There's like 2 benches here, big stack of dumbbells here as well. Treadmills, which I'm just not going to use because I've been walking everywhere. and a rowing machine, which I've never ever used before. That's a rowing machine, isn't it? There's no pedals on it, and you pull that. Yeah, rowing machine. And then flat bench and adjustable bench. So I think what we're going to do is just going to do shoulders and biceps, and then maybe just to get some cardio in, I'll at least try the rowing machine because I want to feel how it feels. So I've already done 2 sets of hammer curls using the 14s. So we're just gonna continue doing those. I've got 4 sets of 6 to 8. I want to kind of fail between 6 and 8. Not many people know this, but I used to be a personal trainer. Well, a lot of people know this. I would say that not many people believe this. 8. Okay. So that's set number 2. And yeah, man, I'm just trying to put on weight, really, because it's been ages since I've been able to maintain a diet and sleep properly. Now I actually can. So I'm really taking it seriously because I know that unless I have like a severe lapse in training or eating, I'm just not going to lose my progress like I did every single other time for like the last 10 years. I mean, if you watch my podcast, I'm always, I'm going to put on weight, and I would, and then I would lose it. And I now know that was just, symptoms of sleep apnea. Like I would just become too exhausted to train. My mouth was too small. It made eating difficult. And even when I was training and eating properly, I wasn't sleeping properly. So my body wasn't recovering, wasn't able to recover. Even bodybuilders will tell you, like professional bodybuilders, even with the steroids, even with the crazy training, even with the perfect nutrition, if you're not sleeping, you're not growing. And you're not maintaining whatever you do manage to achieve. So I really am just excited to like stay consistent with it. You know what I mean? Is it just locked onto me in the mirror? That's an interesting one. I guess it's not really wrong. That is my face. What if I come over here? Has it still got me? All right, sweet. Okay, that was 4.5, so that's a bit too heavy. You want to kind of fail between 6 and 8. If you can do 8, it's not heavy enough. If you can't do 6, it's too heavy. Okay, so I think that was 6, but I had to go down. Oh. So, yeah, man, I'm in a fitness competition with Keelan, and I challenged him when he went away, and he goes, "Oh no, I'm going away. You're going to beat me." But I'm also away, so we're kind of on an even playing field, and he's trashing me because I've only gone swimming twice, and I think maybe only once since the competition actually started, maybe. But he's been killing me, so this will at least get some points on the board. He always beats me. I swear he only challenges me when he's in the rhythm as well. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to gym every day for the next 2 weeks, so I'll challenge Lewis when I'm in a slump." All right, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of just him only issuing challenges when he knows that I'm not really going to the gym. It's taken advantage of me. All right, set number 4. Now, that thing keeps locking onto me in the mirror. That's not what we want. Stay there. All right, last set of hammer curls for the biceps. This is 12 kilos. The other ones were 14. Okay, that's too heavy. This is the kind of intensity that you want. You want to be like having to go down in weight, I think. Because if you can just do 8 reps 4 times in a row with the weight that you're using, and it feels heavy, but you can definitely do it. You're not going heavy enough. It's a... You know, you want to be getting those partial reps in. I feel anyway. That's what feels good for me, because I used to worry about form heaps, and it is really important. But I used to think that like form meant completing the full range of motion safely, and that's not necessarily true. Like with the bulk of your reps, I think you absolutely want full range of motion. Like most of the movements you attempt, you want to be able to complete. But I think if you're really trying to tear muscle so that it can grow back, as long as you're doing it safely, if you're not completing the full range of motion in the second half of the set, it's not that bad. As long as it's safe, you know, you don't want to be dropping stuff or twisting and moving. As long as, you know, if you only get halfway up with the dumbbells and you can go all the way down safely, you know, it's those like partial reps that you can almost complete. That's where I really feel like the burn and those micro tears in the muscle, which is what helps it grow. All right, I'm just kind of making up this workout as I go because it's basically only dumbbells. So we've done hammer curls for biceps. What else can we do? We could do just regular curls, but I was just thinking, I would like to do something else, but I don't think we can do anything else. This looks like this will be locked. Yeah. All right, what we'll do then is we'll do some shoulders. I'll do, I might be too tall to do shoulder press, actually. We'll try. I gotta stop getting caught in the mirror here. Oh, you know what? We'll stay in the mirror just to see if I can even do these shoulder. I might be too tall. Yeah, we can't do that. I'm gonna have to sit down. All right. Let me adjust it here. What height are we? Like that. A little bit further back. Yeah, you can see that. All right. Let's just go all the way up. Nice. Okay. Where'd the other dumbbell go? Fucking lost it. Oh. Rolled away on me. It's not a gym floor, it's just like lino. This feels really light. And just again, 6 to 8, 7, 8. It's really easy. I'm gonna swap these out. I'll try the 16s, actually. One thing that is really good about swimming is, man, my shoulders have become so strong because I pretty much only do freestyle, and it's like pulling through the water, pulling down this way and really pushing. It's shoulders, and it's all the shoulder muscles that I feel I just cannot ever hit when I'm in the gym. It's like a sustained pull down this way. So it's like all these muscles here, 360 degree of the shoulder, it feels like anyway, plus heaps of lats as well, because you're really kind of pulling like that. All right. feel like I might try the 18s, but I reckon I'm going to be able to do like 4 and fail. I'll have a little rest though. Man, I'm so glad this little gym area does not have music. It's the worst. I don't know why they do it. I understand why they used to do it, because no one had headphones when gyms first started. So yeah, sure, have like communal music that most people can enjoy or tolerate. But now, man, everyone has headphones. Everyone comes to the gym with headphones. And I feel like everyone goes to the gym with headphones because the music is just unbearable. I don't want to listen to, it's like, it's not even top 40. It's like bottom 60 from the last 20 years of awful Australian radio music. It's horrific. I don't want to listen to Lady Gaga's most average hits. You know, they're not even playing her good ones. I'm over it. I want silence. So I can work out in silence if I want to, or I can listen to music if I want to, and the music that I do listen to, I can listen to it at a comfortable volume, because otherwise I'm just listening to it twice as loud as what's playing out there, mostly so I can't hear what's playing out there. I reckon gyms don't even know why they do it. I reckon gyms play music because gyms play music, and they're like, oh, I'm running a gym, I need a sound system, that's how it's done. Silent gyms, thanks. You know what this is? This is like how supermarkets have quiet time for autistic people. Why can't gyms do that? All right, let's try these 18s here. I don't know if I'm going to get them up. This might be a PR, actually, for me. Yeah, I kind of have no idea where my strength is at, because I've put on so much weight so quickly, and I'm only just back into swimming. I'm not really that far into weights yet. All right. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to get him up. That's what he said. All right. Okay. Oh man, that's awesome. Oh, I've surprised myself. I'm going to put the 16s away. Oh, I'm getting 18s up. That's sick. All right. Man, I might be able to do 20. I did 8 of those. Should we give it a go? I'll have a little rest. Yeah, maybe we will. And it's only 2. I think I'm doing this gig again with Corey White at like 6. I didn't vlog much at all last night because I got all flustered because Corey calls me at like 5:40 or something, and he goes, hey man, I might be really late. Can you get to the gig early so that you can host it in case I don't arrive there early? And I hate hosting. I don't like being the MC because I think I'm just a lot less naturally likable. And when you're the MC, you know what it is? I'm just like I'm a unique looking person. I'm dressed in all black. I'm fucking huge. I've got the haircut. I got the jewelry. I feel like the audience looks at me, especially when they're like 30 to 50 years old. I think they look at me and they go, this guy's just so unrelatable. Or look at his haircut, he's about to say something racist. And then my material's like, a lot of it is really silly, but way more of it is very dark. And whenever you're the MC, it's like, you kind of have to be likable first, funny second. because you're there to kind of hype everyone up and welcome to the show and get everyone comfortable. And I'm not very good at making a room full of strangers comfortable. I like to come out and make them uncomfortable. I like to come out, say something that puts them off edge, and then win them back by being funny. That's what I like doing. And if you do that when you're just the MC, you get on stage and you get off stage a lot because you're on in between each act. And at the start of the show, you get to do like 10 minutes of material, make them laugh. But for the rest of the show, you're mostly just kind of checking, how is everyone? You having drinks? You having a good time? Give it up for this person. All right, now it's time for your next act. They're this, they're that. Welcome to the stage, this person. And I don't know, I just don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not very good at it. I can do it, but it's just not a skill that's natural to me. There are some people that are incredible hosts, amazing MCs, and I'm always like, dude, that looks so difficult to just get up there and be really likable. You know? So I'm stressed already, and I was half dressed because I'm thinking, oh, I don't have to be there till like 6:20. He calls me, he's like, help, can you please get there? I might not. I get dressed and grab my camera stuff, and I fucking rush down, and I get there just on time, and I'm like, oh my God, I only just made it. Now I got to think about, I'm hosting. I don't even know who's performing, so I'm trying to work out who's performing, who do I have to bring on stage, who's on first, who's on next, all this stuff. And then I get there, and Corey's there waiting for me. He goes, oh, don't worry about it, mate, I made it. I'm like, oh, fuck. Which was good, because then I just got to jump on stage and be very unlikably funny. I did really well. Anyway, let's try these 20s. See how they feel. I'm actually happy that I'm sitting down because I don't think I could get these up if I would. Fuck. I just caned my thumb. I just squashed my thumb. It's probably a bad sign. Anyway, let's see. Four, not bad. All right, so I'm not ready for them yet, but that's a PR. That's pretty good. All right. Awesome. Oh, man. That's feeling good. You know what it is, man? I think like with body goals, I just kind of really want to fill out a t-shirt and kind of, I don't want to be jacked, but I don't want to be skinny either. Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like for someone my size, especially, height-wise, if I weighed like 110 kilos, I would look like very good. I look very strong. But I think I'd be scary. I think I'd be more scary looking than funny. I think it'd be off-putting. I talk about this all the time. It's like, if a bodybuilder got on stage at a comedy night, you'd be like, I don't ever... Plus, I love fashion and stuff, and it's hard enough to fit in the clothes already. If I had a couple of inches extra on my shoulders and my biceps and that, all of my t-shirts would be riding up to here because they'd be stretching out sideways. They're already pretty cropped for me. They wouldn't fit. Not that I think I have to worry about, I wouldn't want to be 110 kilos, like that's going to happen by accident. I have to try really, really hard for like, I don't know, maybe 18 months to pull that off. But right now, I think I'm hovering between 84, 86 kilos. And I don't know. I saw there was a guy at my gym that was like my height, and I thought, fuck, he looks really good. So I asked him how much he weighed, thinking that he would be like 90. And he steps on the scales and he goes, oh, I'm 100. I'm like, fuck, that's a lot of work. Fuck. So, yeah, we'll see. I reckon I'm going to get my weight to 90. I think the most I've ever weighed in my life is like 84. So I reckon I'm going to see what I look like at 90. And we'll reassess there. It's kind of like my goal for the year. Is like if I can look at myself at 90 and maybe I want to stop there, maybe I want to keep going, maybe I decide that's too big. I think it would all come down to how do I look in clothes, and do clothes fit me is a huge thing, because it's like awesome to look incredible naked, but most of the time I do want to wear clothes. These are 18s. See, that's kind of perfect. If you're failing halfway into 7, it's the perfect weight. It's all about, I was reading a study. That's a lie. I watched a TikTok from a guy who summarized a study. You ever lie to people in your life like that to seem smarter? I was reading this thing. I read this article, and you didn't read it at all. It's just some other dickhead on TikTok read it, summarized it poorly, probably added in a few biased lies, and then you were like, that's my opinion. I was watching this TikTok of a guy who read a study that I will never read, saying that in terms of tearing muscle to grow it, it's so, the decentric movement, like coming back down, is actually what really does it. Pushing up is one thing, but if you're slowly like failing, like you can't push up anymore, you're slowly going down and you're resisting as much as you can, but you just keep kind of coming back down, that's what really, really builds muscle. So that's why it's really important to kind of pick a weight where you are failing towards the end of the set, where you can get it up like one last time, and then no matter how hard you try, you can't hold it there. You're just like slowly failing on the way down. That's what really gets you. And that's why drop sets are so good, like supersets, sorry. Or drop sets, I don't know what the fuck they're called. I haven't been a personal trainer since 2012. All right, that was 4 sets. So put those back. Oh. And we'll think about what else we're doing, man. So we've done hammer curls, we've done shoulder press. I think I've got more shoulders in me. So I think we'll probably do some flies. Oh man, this camera loves the mirror, huh? Last night was such a good show. It was looking like a quiet one. It was, I think it was like under 30 tickets sold in the morning, which is pretty good, pretty fucking great for a Tuesday in the first 2 weeks of Perth Fringe. I was talking to a few other comics about it, and they were saying that it really picks up. The festival goes for 5 weekends. I'm here for the first 2. So most people in Perth don't realize it's happening until the final 2 weekends. So a bunch of other comics were telling me that getting 30 in on Tuesday is really good. So I was like, oh, 30, hope it's good. Anyway, by the time I got on stage, it was like 50. Bunch of door sales, bunch of online sales. It really is that thing, man, of like, you need to do a bunch of shows and have people miss a lot of them. And then they're like, they get FOMO and like, fuck, I should have gone. That's what really sells tickets. So I was talking with Rory Lowe. I'm like, I'm really thinking about next year, because this tour has been just, it just had to be haphazardly organized. I might try 12s for the flies. It's been very haphazardly organised, you know what I mean? Like, we've just been shooting for the hip in terms of, we started booking it in like November, or maybe even December. And we weren't planning on starting until March, and then this fell in our lap. So we've just been doing it as we go, but I'm really thinking about what I want to do next year. Bro, look at all these fucking lines in my shoulders. That's swimming, dude. That's not this, that's all swimming. But yeah, I'm thinking like, I kind of have a couple of options for next year. I could do this tour and post clips all year from it, which I will do anyway. That's the plan, obviously. But, you know, after that, it's like, all right, well, if things start working online, which they will, if I do my job properly, I can either do big shows, like big theatre shows, one-off in all the cities in Australia, and then really try and crack overseas, like spend months, you know, selling no tickets in the UK and trying to move over to the States, or trying to get clubs in the States. Or I could do all of the comedy festivals in Australia. And I think how the festival circuit works, from memory, I think you start in Perth Fringe now, you know, do 5 weekends. So that could be like, if you're doing like every night except for Tuesdays, you do like 6. So 6, 12, 18, 20 or 30 shows you could do in a row in Perth with your new hour, perfect it. Then I think you do Adelaide, and you can do that for 2 or 3 weeks. So that, say that's another 15 shows, so that's like 45 shows already before March. Then you do the comedy festival, that's 23, I know that. So 45, 68. Then you go to, I think after Melbourne, I think Sydney starts after Melbourne maybe. And you can do 20 there as well. And that's like 100 shows almost. Then after that, I'm not sure if Brisbane has one. I assume they do. Put 10 in Brisbane, because I don't know if they have one. And that all happens but before August, I think. And then after that, then you can do Edinburgh. And you can do like 20 shows there. So that's like 130, 150 shows in 6 months. And then it's like the amount of clips that you would get from that would be ridiculous, you know? Another set. I might go up, that's too easy. Oh, hello. Yeah, the amount of clips that you would get from doing that would be just ridiculous. And, you know, you would hope the amount of money too would be pretty nuts that you could make. Because, you know, I'm making all right money here. It's not crazy. I'm probably making a lot less money than I would have because the Sundays and the Friday got cancelled. So, I mean, that's probably cost me at least 150, 200 tickets, maybe more, which is really annoying, but it's not anyone's fault. But that aside, yeah, I'm making good money here. It'll keep me going for the next few months. But yeah, it really could be just, you know, it'll probably depend on how much money I'm making online, you know, because if by the end of this year, I'm making a lot of money on YouTube and Patreon, the podcast, brand deals and stuff like that, then you can kind of afford to make not much money while you pursue an entirely new market in a different country. But it is also like, well, man, that almost seems a little bit silly if because next year will be, not only I'll still be well, right? This is my first year where I'm healthy for a full year, but I'm not organized. It's not pre-planned because I just started again. So I'm just building up from zero. So if I do my job well this year, that means that next year would be the first healthy year I've had where I'm on a roll and I have a team helping me and I have my content sorted and I've been dropping clips and real talk and podcast clips for an entire year. So theoretically, if things work, which they will, because I fucking know what I'm doing. I mean, 150 shows in Australia, you could sell tens of thousands of tickets and then just take that money and not have to make another dollar for like 18 months or more while you're pursuing comedy in a new market in the States, the UK, things like that. That's don't need to make any decisions now, but that's what I'm thinking about. Oh, I feel that. Fuck, look at the... Oh, what happened? Look at the shoulders on him. Oh. You know, it's like... It's so cool being well. Listen, I mean, it's fucking... What is it, 2 p.m.? I'm in the back half of a festival run. I've been doing shows every night. Running around everywhere, no car, working out, doing podcasts, writing, editing, vlogging. And at 2 p.m. I've got enough energy and time, because all of those things that I've been doing them with a brain that works, so it's actually efficient. I'm not procrastinating. You know, I have enough energy to do this. It's such a reminder that I'm well. It's just so new to me. I know I keep talking about it, but dude, I finished recovery in December. It hasn't even been a month. It's been what? Fucking almost 3 weeks, pretty much, of me waking up every morning and being, ooh, what should I do? It's really good. You know what else is weird? Let me do a set, and then I'll talk about it. This is nuts. All right. This is crazy, right? Ever since my surgery, ever since recovery slowed down, ever since my swelling went away, and I thought I was crazy for a little bit, and I might sound crazy for the first bit of this, but trust me when I say this has been happening to me ever since I got my new face and the swelling went down and I got nice teeth. Strangers have been treating me so much better, so much nicer, so much more polite, so much more friendly. Everyone I interact with that I don't know, people serving me at shops, the people at the cafes I'm going to here in Perth and in Melbourne, it's not just a Perth thing, strangers that I bump into in the street. You saw one in the vlog. That woman that said thank you with her nuts, asked me for directions, was lovely to me, was very grateful to me. All of these things, all these people have been so much nicer to me, and I think it's because, and don't call me crazy, and don't call me arrogant, because I've thought about this a lot, and I've thought all of these things as well. I think I have pretty privilege since my surgery. I think that ever since I got my new head, my new jawline, my beautiful teeth, and I've still got braces, mind you. So when these come off, I can only expect I'm going to be treated even better. I think ever since my surgery and the recovery finished, people have been treating me so much nicer because I'm attractive. And I don't think I'm a supermodel. I'm not crazy. I'm not blind. I'm not arrogant. And maybe it's not because I'm attractive now. Maybe it's because I'm no longer kind of ugly and deformed looking. Because I always kind of got away with having the face that I had and the teeth that I had because I was very tall and I dressed well. So it balanced it out. Some people thought I was hot. A lot of people thought that I wasn't. Most people thought I was just a guy. Now, comments, DMs, all that, skyrocketed, okay? Way more people find me attractive. That's fine. That's whatever. That has no impact on my life. That's all online. But I am fucking telling you, men, women, older, younger, everyone, since I got my new face, has been treating me better. And the only explanation I can come up with is because I don't look like how I used to. And that's why beautiful people live in an alternate reality. They have no idea what we've been through. That's why when you meet a beautiful girl and she's got a sick personality, you look at photos of her 10 years ago, she used to be very fat. So she had to get a personality. Same with guys too. Do you reckon if David Goggins wasn't severely obese, he'd have an interesting podcast? If he always looked like what he looked like? If he was always this fit, do you reckon he'd be an influencer? No. He'd be a boring guy with a six-pack because he never needed that personality to survive. And it's fascinating to me, dude. And I thought I was crazy for a while, but I'm out here saying it publicly. Right now, I've confirmed it. People are treating me nicer because I'm more attractive. And isn't that interesting? Doesn't that say heaps about us? I was talking about this with someone and they went, oh, there's actually studies that have proven that teachers will perceive, how do I phrase this? Better, more attractive children as better behaved, as having better personalities, and they get better marks. So you can be an ugly, smart child and you'll get worse marks than a slightly less smart but more, in quotations, attractive kid. And isn't that weird? Even for teachers that are not, into kids, can look at a kid that's not ugly and perceive them as a better person. Studies about women, men, you show them photos of even the same sex when they're not, homosexual or whatever. You show them photos of the same sex and you get into rank trustworthiness. Beautiful people are considered more trustworthy, considered smarter, considered to be better people. If you show them just like a group of faces and you go, who would you trust? Who do you think is a nice person? Who looks friendly and approachable? It's all the beautiful people get ranked the highest. And that's when all we have to go off is just a photo of their face. Blank expression, smiling, doesn't matter. The more attractive you are, the more trustworthy and friendly people assume you to be. And I have absolutely noticed that big time. And that's not me saying that I look like a model now. That's me saying that I, comparatively, compared to how I used to look, I am undeniably much more attractive than I was. And I've noticed a huge difference in how people treat me. And that's the only thing I can come up with, is that I just look more attractive. So thank God I got this personality before I got this chin. Otherwise, I'd probably still be working in a call center. I wouldn't have had to be funny. Okay. think that's... Mate, look at that. I'm putting on weight. Tell you what, I'm going to get treated even nicer at the shops in a few months. Whew. Almost done. I think, man, I think I'll just do a couple sets of bicep curls if I can do it. I don't want to do too much because I got to hold the microphone up here. And it's 2:30, I need to have a shower. Man, I've been working out for like 50 minutes. I started a bit before I started recording. So, yeah, we'll do some more bicep curls and we might call it. I'll give the row machine a go though. I gotta do that, don't I? Oof. Well, don't. Why is it tracking my nuts? Man, talk about looking like a dickhead. Even the camera thinks that's me. Oh, I've showed enough of bulge at the gym on social media, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to do many of these. I think that's it. I don't want to overdo it. You know when you do too much bicep curls and you can't like lift your arms, because I got to do tomorrow as well. And I want to swim tomorrow if my fucking bank's working. All right. Let's see if we can have a look at this row machine. Here, is that going to be good? I'll put you up here. Man, this tripod that I got is good. Oh, let me turn it around actually. All right. What do I do? Okay, sit here. Do I have to turn it on? Can I just go? Okay. All right. I don't know. What do you say? A couple minutes? Do I have to strap in here, or can I just? Oh, you probably do. How does this work? You unclip it? Oh, like that. Okay. I'm excited for tonight, actually. Talking about ticket sales, I've sold heaps. Because what is it, Thursday? I've only got two. Man, I really just feel like I've gotten into the rhythm of the show. That always happens. See, that's another reason maybe why I want to do like the 5 weeks here in Perth next year and do all of the festivals is I spend so much time not being able to perform at all, you know, and I potentially have this opportunity to do 150 plus gigs in shows in 6 months, you know, like 150 to 200 hours on stage. More than that, actually, because I usually do an hour and a half. You know, I've got opportunity to do that, and it's. I almost feel silly for, you know, not jumping on that. But I don't know. We'll see. It'll all come down to what's the best thing for my career. What do you do here? Is this it? I'm going to turn this off, and I might do like 10, 15 minutes of this. We'll see. All right, I'll check in when I'm done. That's like 6.5 minutes. Man, that's hard. Oh, fuck. I don't know if you can see that. 6.5 minutes on the rowing machine, I think. I don't know. I've never done it before. I had it on max settings, thinking, oh yeah, this is easy. I did that for about a minute. I had to turn it all the way down. Well, it's like halfway. Man, that's good. I can really feel that in my lats. Because I couldn't work out a way to do that in the gym, so I guess I could have done rows, but this is more fun. All right, that's done. I think it's time for a shower. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked with that, dude. Swimming's bringing in all these lower lats. You just want that like nice triangular shape, I think. You know, I don't want to look like a bodybuilder. I don't want to look like a monster. I want to have definition and I want to have a good shape so that when I put on a t-shirt or a jacket, you just kind of get that nice silhouette. So at the moment, I'm just trying to eat everything that I can. And, you know, I'll put on a lot of fat as well as muscle. And then, I don't know, but I'm so long, man, that when I do put on fat, it just kind of spreads throughout my whole body. And I really don't lose much definition. Like, I'm bulking and I kind of still have this going on. The six pack. It's covered a little bit, which is good, dude. You don't want to look like a Holocaust survivor, but I think, you know, the more I swim, the more I lift, the more I eat, I'll just kind of continue to put on size. And man, I'm really happy with what I look like now. I wonder what I'll look like in another 5 kilos, maybe 10. You know, I don't think I feel like I would like to maybe see what I look like at 100, but I feel like I would get there and I'd be like, maybe let's not stay here. And I think it might just be too much to maintain food-wise. Like, fuck, I don't think I could stay 100 kilos while I'm touring and stuff. It's very funny. Some people, when they tour, they just put on heaps of weight and they end up looking and feeling gross. I just lose weight. Hasn't happened this time, though, but that might have a lot to do with me not having a kitchen and getting Hungry Jacks after the show. Which, you know, is better than starving. All right. What time is it? It's only 3. What am I going to do? I guess I'll edit this and post it.